It's the Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Well, Donkey of the Day for Friday, December 3rd goes to a brother named Darrell Brooks. Darrell is 39 years old, and you may or may not know his name, but you are aware of his action, unless if you've been paying attention to the news, okay? Unless, of course, you forgot already. But Darrell is the man accused of killing 6 people and injuring dozens more with his SUV at the Wisconsin Christmas parade. Now, I realized something about myself this year, and it's something COVID and, or more like the quarantine, my social anxiety, and my astrological sign Cancer made me realize. Number one, as a Cancer, I'm a natural homebody. I enjoy being at home. Okay, last year during the pandemic, quarantine actually eliminated one of my anxieties, which was parental paranoia, because when you can't go anywhere and your kids are doing virtual school and you know exactly where your wife is and you know everybody, the whole family is safe, on God, it's the best feeling in the world. And when it comes to social anxiety, not having to be anywhere, not having to go anywhere, not having to be around people and be forced to make small talk, I don't have time for that. I like being around my people, my tribe. I like being around people who I feel comfortable around. I am protecting my peace and my energy at all costs. I'm saying all that to say I don't like crowds, okay? Not even a little bit. God bless everyone who likes to do things where there are large crowds, but Leonard McKelvey is not one of those people. Why? Because the bigger the crowd, the more chance for some crazy. And what did your Uncle Charlotte tell you on this radio all the time? Every day of our lives, we are trying to do one thing, and that's avoid crazy, all right? The larger the crowd, the more opportunity it is for you to run into some crazy, or in the case of Darrell Brooks, for some crazy to run into you. Can I refresh your memory on what happened with Darrell Brooks? Let's go to CBS News for the report, please.
Out of that deadly Christmas parade crash in Wisconsin, we're learning more about the suspect in connection with deadly rampage in Waukesha.
Now, at least 5 people were killed, dozens more hurt when an SUV sped through the parade. CBS 2's Nancy Chen with more.
CBS News has learned the suspect in the deadly SUV incident at a holiday parade in Waukesha, Wisconsin, has been identified as Darrell Brooks. A law enforcement official tells CBS News preliminary information indicates he was fleeing another crime at the time, turning the celebration to horror in an instant.
It's actually 6 people killed now. I think they said a young child died, so he's about to get hit with another murder charge now. Darrell Brooks made a choice. We don't know what the factors, that led to that choice were. We don't know all the factors. Could be drugs, could be alcohol, all right? Could be mental health issues, could be just pure evil, could be a combination of all 4. We don't know. All we know is that man, has to deal with the consequences of his actions. You kill 6, injure dozens, you go into prison for life, and we'll figure out what your internal issues are in there. His mom actually said he's dealt with mental health issues all his life. I believe her. There's too many red flags that show that. But what's nuts is even in prison, he won't get that help either. That's the way the game goes. All right, those are the rules, period. The system is not there for you when you need the help. That can prevent this kind of stuff. Them not providing the help causes this kind of stuff to happen. And then when it happens, you have to go to prison for the rest of your life and probably still not get the help you need. It's nuts, all right? Doesn't help that Darrell is also a career criminal and registered sex offender. So there was a lot of red flags I'm sure that some could, point to that would eventually lead to this kind of violence. But what scares me about these types of individuals, I don't know if scares me is the right word. What I think concerns me, with these kind of individuals is the fact that regardless of what they do to others, they absolutely positively can't really see the error in their ways. So much so that Darrell Brooks is playing the victim. What do you mean, Charlamagne, Darrell Brooks is playing the victim? Well, let's go to Fox 6 News Milwaukee for the report, please.
On Wednesday, Brooks spoke out for the first time from his jail cell to Fox News Digital, telling 2 reporters he was being dehumanized and demonized. He said his mother had not visited him, but the 2 are very close.
Play that one more time.
On Wednesday, Brooks spoke out for the first time from his jail cell to Fox News Digital, telling 2 reporters he was being dehumanized and demonized. He said his mother had not visited him, but the 2 are very close.
If you can't see what you did wrong in hindsight, then you damn sure won't be able to stop yourself from doing something wrong before you do it. He feels like he's being dehumanized. He said he feels like he's being demonized. Darrell, you killed 6 people, injured dozens more. You tried to run over the mother of your child with your car just a week prior. Sir, mister, if you can't see why people think you're a monster, then you need LASIX. All right, at the least contacts, bare minimum glasses. Because if you can't see why you are being demonized, then I don't know what to tell you. It reminds me of this quote, to realize that you do not understand is a virtue. Not to realize that you do not understand is a defect. There's definitely a defect here, all right? And what I need everybody to know is there are consequences to your actions. I know social media, this era we live in, got people in this generation thinking there are no real consequences to their actions, like they can just do things and get away with it. But when you kill 6 people and injure dozens, you will end up in this dehumanizing place where they will demonize you. And that place is called prison. Need I say more? Please let Remy Ma give Darrell Brooks the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day. Now, when we come back, Burner will be joining us. Of course, Burner's from the West Coast. He owns the marijuana line Cookies. I know you've probably seen it all over the place, but he has a new album. And we're going to talk to him about his new album. We're also going to talk about him fighting cancer. He has colon cancer. We'll tell you about that as well. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.